What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. Okay, y'all been sitting here for like a minute, and it just seems like normally when I do my videos, when I look at myself in the camera, it seems like I'm like looking straight at the camera, but like today, I'm looking at myself, but it looks like I'm looking like over there somewhere. Like, I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out how to look. I don't know, y'all. So we just gonna tape it and see. So my eyes look crazy. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. Anyways, it's your girl, Mika Chanel, back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. Like I said, today we're talking about If Loving You Is Wrong, season number 2. Though I'm not really sure why it's season number 2 because it just came on in the fall. Like, they had the fall, then they had a winter break like normal, and then they come back. But for some reason, cable shows, like, after that break, for some reason, they always say it's a different season. So we're in season number 2, and it's episode number 4. I have been watching it, you know, since it came back from winter break. So I've seen all the craziness going on. I just haven't had a chance to blog lately. I've been just unorganized and just haven't had a chance to blog. But anyway, I love this show. I have watched it from the very first episode when I saw all of the fall shows that were coming back on. And I saw that this was a new show coming on. I'm like, I'm definitely watching this show. It seemed like something that I would definitely love. Though I don't really get down with Tyler Perry all the time because I don't know. Me and Madea, seriously, I've never seen a Madea play before. Never. They come to Chicago all the time and I just have never gone to see one. I've only seen like the previews of them, like commercials that they show on TV. I have seen Madea movies though. Like I've seen, of course, you know, I saw Diary of a Mad Black Woman, which I liked. But I'm not a big fan of his, you know, the movies that include Madea. Though I did like that one. What was that one with Taraji Henson? I Can Do Bad by Myself or something. Now that was good, and it did have Madea in that one, I believe. Right? Yeah. Madea was in that one because she was making the kids work. I don't know. Anyway, so I did like that one. And then, of course, you know, Why Did I Get Married is just everything. Both movies, I enjoyed both of them. And, of course, for better or worse, I mean, who can't get enough of Tasha and Marcus? Marcus. That's what she said, you know. But I don't know. Like, so I guess I like Tyler. I like his non-Madea things for the most part. And I did not get down with the haves or the have-nots, though. I just can't get down with that show. It's just too much going on. I think I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes of the first season when he used to show like 2 one-hour episodes back to back. I think I watched maybe 2 nights of that, and it was just so much going on in the show. I was like, what's going on in this show? I don't even know. It was just so much going on. I couldn't even take it. So yeah, anyways, I done got off on a Tyler Perry tangent. We're gonna talk about If Loving You Is Wrong because the show is crazy. It's getting crazy, but it's so good. I love it. Okay, so anyway, so episode 4, it opens up where episode 3 left off was with Randall and Brad in the backyard, like tussling, because you know Randall came up in his house like, hey, what's going on with my door? His door was like kicked in. Go in the backyard, and Brad is back there tearing down his dang boat. And you know, he been working on that boat since episode 1. I think, like, one of the first times you saw him was when he was working on his boat. I'm gonna fix my bangs, y'all. I thought I had my bangs fixed. Anyways, I'm trying something new with these bangs. Anyways, so what was I talking about? Yeah, so anyway, so he's back there, like, Brad is back there, like, with an axe just, like, whacking at the boat, like the boat was sleeping with his wife or whatever. You know, like, he was whacking at this boat. He was out there for a minute, because if y'all see, he was, like, struggling. But by the time Randall got there, you know, he was, you know, Daniel had the boat in pieces, you know what I'm saying? Could have stuck it up in the fireplace or something. So he was out there for a minute, okay? Now, Brad is mad, okay? Now, I understand why Brad is mad. And I mean, just the whole scene of how he found out. Just everything is just crazy. But Brad is like losing his mind, right? So then, you know, Randall's like, you know, what's going on or whatever. So they're tussling around in the grass. Brad pulls out his gun and he's like, you know, they're tussling with the gun and shots just start flying in air, and Alex is like trying to like, stop it, you gotta stop it, please stop it. And you know, so finally, I don't remember how they got broken up. I don't remember what happened. Oh, I think what happened was when the gun went off, I think that they thought they shot Alex. I think that that's why they ended up breaking up. Like, breaking apart. And then Randall runs over and is like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then Brad's, "Don't touch her! Don't touch her! I'm stabbing my wife." And then he like points the gun at Randall like he's gonna shoot him. You know Brad ain't about that life. He points the gun like he gonna shoot him or whatever, and then he just shoots him to the ground, which I'm happy that he didn't shoot him. You know, he ain't about that life anyway. But even if he was, I mean, seriously, you gonna shoot this man because he slept with your wife? Well, I mean, hey, he slept with your wife. It ain't nothing to kill a man over, is it? Anyways, it was funny because he has a hold a gun. And I'm like, Randall, you know you are not about to pull that trigger. Please sit on down so dang weird. So then, you know, then he storms off, goes back through the house, through the front door. I guess he goes back to his house, and then like Randall's like rushing over to Alex, and she's like, "Stay away from me, I don't want to see you, stay away from me." So then she, you know, leaves and goes home or whatever. So then you go over to Alex's house, and by this time, no, okay, so first when you see Brad, he's coming out of Marcy and Randall's house, and this same lady, I can't think of what's her name, Miss somebody, Larson or somebody, the black lady be walking her dog now. She out there again. Now she done heard gunshots, and she's still out on the street walking this dog and gunshots. And I'm just sitting here like, you know, she calling the police on the same street as the gunshots. Now I'm like, I don't know where they do that at, but here in Chicago, you hear gunshots, you guys better stop, drop, and roll the fuck up out of there, because you don't want to have no parts call the police when you get to safety, okay? Don't even be, let me try to stay on the corner like, "Hey, I heard some gunshots, a whole lot of gunshots," you know what I'm saying? They're gonna kill each other. No, and then she's screaming at Brad, "Brad, are you okay? Brad, are you okay?" I was like, lady, don't you see the gun in his hand? Get your ass in the house, you know, but whatever. That's how they do it in Maxine City. That's the name of the city that they live in. It's not a real city, but that's the name that Tyler Perry gave it or whatever. So, girl, it was just funny because I'm like, I hear gunshots. I mean, the night that we moved out of our apartment into our house, we live in the suburbs now, but like, that night it was like gunshots. I was like, it was so close. Me and my husband was like, "Oh, man down. Hey, drop to the floor. Get your ass away from the window, okay? Don't be trying to call the popos while they out there shooting. Are you crazy?" Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. Okay, so anyway, so Esperanza, when the lady calls, Esperanza, of course, she's like the only dispatcher that takes calls in the office. So she, you know, she dispatches the call out, and then she tells her boss that she has to leave, and she calls Natalie, and she just calls Natalie. And so they like rush over to Alex's rescue, which is like crazy to me, because when they thought Kelly was the one sleeping with the dude, you know what I'm saying, they were all on her case, but it's okay for Alex, she's a victim or whatever. So anyway, so they go on over there. So while they in the house, you know, talking, well, first, no, you don't actually see them in the house. Do you see them in the house first? Well, anyways, I don't remember what happened first. The conversation in their house, or no. Okay, so you see Lucian and Eddie pull up, and some other police cars pull up, and Eddie tells like the other police officers to leave, because he's like, I want to handle this. You know, I know these people want to keep quiet, whatever. So they leave or whatever, and he tells Lucian to stay with Alex while he goes to talk to Brad in the bedroom or whatever. He takes the gun from Brad and wipes the fingerprints off and tells Brad, you know, this isn't your gun, this is his gun. And speaking of Randall, you know, trying to frame Randall for everything, like, I'm going to take care of this for you or whatever. In the meantime, like, Lucian goes over to talk to Randall, like, you know, dude, what's going on? Randall's like, first he didn't want to talk to him, and then Lucian, you know, trying to be all tough with, you know, do the look, "Hey, do you really want to do that? You better talk to me." So, you know, he tells him, like, look, I came home, my door was busted in, I went in the back, he was chopping up my grandpa's dang boat that I've been refurbishing all my life, you know what I'm saying? And you know, then he pulls a gun on me or whatever. And so they go back outside, and then here comes Eddie, and he's like, "Hey, heads up," and tosses the gun at Randall so that Randall could get his prints on the gun. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's so dirty. Oh, he's so dirty. He deserves his little ass kicked. Oh my God. And so he's like, that's not my gun and you're not going to arrest me and all this and all that. And so, you know, he didn't want to get like, you know, resisting arrest or whatever. So, you know, he lets them arrest him. They put him in the car. In the meantime, Alex is like, he's not resisting, Eddie. Leave him alone, Eddie. He's not resisting. It was so funny. Anyway, so then that's when you see hold on, let me switch the notes because I need to figure out what okay, so no. Then you see them take you see Lucian and Eddie driving off somewhere in the cut where they take what's his name? Randall, right? So I'm like, oh shoot, what's gonna happen now? They about to dump his body or something, cause you know Eddie got some screws missing, right? So Eddie pulls him out the car and starts like punching him in the face or whatever. And he's looking at Lucian like, you gonna let him do this, man? Lou, you gonna let him do it, Lou? You gonna let him do it? And he was like, the only reason why you acting like this cause I got these handcuffs on. So Eddie's like, all right, oh, you so bad. So he takes the handcuffs off. As soon as he takes the handcuffs off, Randall's like, boop, 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 boop. And then he pulls the gun out. So then Eddie pulls the gun out. I'm like, you hump. Okay, really gonna pull your gun out? Okay. Then what? The fight's over. What can he do? Okay, so we gonna charge at you with the gun in his forehead. So anyway, so then Lucian pulls the gun on Eddie, like you better drop the gun. And so he tells Randall, you know, you better get up out of here. He ain't gotta tell Randall twice. Randall was booking like he was motherfucking what's his name? Carl Lewis was there. He was out of there. And so then Eddie and Lucian have their little, you know, words or whatever. Lucian like, look, I only put up with you because I need this job. I need some money, but I'm not afraid of you, okay? And this is not going to happen. It's not going to go down like you think it's going to go down, okay? He's gone. That's it. You know what I mean? It's over. So, I don't know what's going to happen with that. We shall see. That's to be continued. But, so then you go to, like, Brad and Alex's house, and Natalie and Esperanza are over there, and they're just all, you know, talking and, you know, trying to console her, and then just trying to tell Brad, please calm down. You're being so mean. She made a mistake. And I'm sitting there like, are you serious? Are you ladies really serious? Like, she was sleeping with the man's best friend that happens to be the next door neighbor in the backyard in the shed, okay? In the middle of the night while the man was sleeping. He can't be mad, okay, whatever. She lucky he ain't choked the mess out of her yet, okay? That's all I got to say about that. And, so anyways, and then Brad's like, oh, well, why don't you ask her about it? She'd rather be with him anyway. She said he was better than me. She gave him A's and she gave me D's and F's. Like referring to the calendar that she had. Because, you know, she had that calendar of her and Randall's little sexcapades. Let me put my notes down. Of her and little Randall's sexcapades or whatever. And, I guess like Randall got like AAA or something, double A, AAA, something like that. And then, you know, the nights that she was with him, and then on the night she was with her husband, she gave her husband like, I think it said DF or something. At first I was like, well, that's not their initials. So anyways, and then they're like, she would never say that. Yeah, she said that. Anyway, so, you know, they going like on and on and on. And then Brad, he just finally like, you gotta go, you gotta go. She's like, I'm not leaving. So he's like, fine, I will leave. So he leaves. And then you see Marcy, he leaves out, goes commercial break, comes back, and then Marcy is showing a house to a couple, you know, they're looking for a house. But I think the story behind the house, you know, is, you know, I guess a similar house to her house. And, she was telling the couple that was trying to buy the house, you know, about the previous owners and, you know, their backstory. They got married in the backyard and they raised their kids there and whatever. And, you know, then she got really started to get emotional. And so she calls her mom, like the couple goes inside to, you know, finish looking at the house. So she calls her mom, cause, you know, she's starting to get emotional. Her mom doesn't answer the phone. She tells her mom to call her back. Then I guess she calls Kelly. But before you see her call Kelly, you see Alex call Kelly, and, you know, I guess just to check on her kids and see how everything's going. And Kelly's like, please don't be mad at me. Are you mad at me? And she's like, no, I'm relieved because I'm happy it came out. I was trying to end the affair and whatever. So then you saw Marcy ended up calling Kelly and was telling her she was in a bad place, and so Kelly comes over there and, you know, tries to console her. Like, Marcy's in this backyard, like, going through it, because, like, the couple came out and they were like, well, did you talk to the owner? You know, what's up with did they accept our offer or whatever? She's like crying, and they're like, are you okay? She's like, I'll be fine. I'll be in touch with you guys, you know, and let you know what they said about the offer. So once they leave, like, she just goes off. She's like screaming and whatever. So when Kelly gets there, she basically just tells Kelly that, you know, it just all hit her, like, right then. Like, it just hit her, and, you know, she just kind of lost it or whatever. And Kelly's just like, Kelly's she can be so annoying, right? Kelly is a little annoying. She's more than a little annoying. You know what I'm saying? I like her, but she's a little annoying. Anyway, she's like, I know. And Marcy's like, it just hurts so bad. It just hurts so bad. I can't get over it. I cannot believe it. We were so happy, you know? And then Kelly's like, I know, but it will be okay. I was like, will you quit telling her she will be okay? Will you quit telling her you know? Like, and just in that voice. You know, like, if I was Marcy, I would just like, shut the hell up. You know, it was just the way she was saying it in that voice or whatever. I don't know, but so, you know, they hug each other, and she tries to console Marcy a little bit. And I feel so bad for Marcy, because she really thought Alex was her friend. She was confiding in Alex. I mean, I felt really, really bad for her. Now, you know what? And I was starting to feel bad for Randall, because then you see him in the next scene fixing his door. You know, he's screwing a little locks in or whatever. He done fixed the door. The door is fixed. Then he goes in the backyard, and he's like crying, kneeling down in front of his boat, and I think he's crying. I don't know. Then he looks over at Alex's window, sees the light is on. So he makes a call. And I'm like, just when I was feeling sorry for this mofo, then he gonna call Alex, right? But when he made the call, you know, he was just like, I wanted to check on you, make sure you're okay. I love you. Bye, right? Because it was the voicemail. So I'm like, did he call his wife or did he call Alex, right? And then right after that, he called Alex. So I'm like, oh my God, he did. He called his wife. So, okay. So now I'm not mad at him. You know, he called his wife. But then when Alex, then he calls the house phone. So when Alex picks up the house phone, he's like, hey, you know, I just left a voicemail. And I'm like, God dang it. Really, Randall? Really, really, really? That's who you called? Oh my God. See, just when I was feeling sorry for your black ass, this is what you turn around and do. Okay, whatever. So yeah, Randall's the fuck ass. Anyways, so anyway, so as soon as Alex hears this voice, she comes running out, screaming, leave me alone, leave me alone. I told you never to come anymore. Forget that you ever knew me. I regret that I ever even met you. I'm gonna lose my husband because of you, and just don't ever talk to me again. And he's just standing there looking like a little sad little puppy dog or whatever. And then I'm just like, okay, Alex, I understand you're upset. You know, your emotions, you're pregnant. Her hormones are probably out of whack. She doesn't know which way is up, which way is down. Her life is out of control. But you created the mess, okay? It wasn't just Randall's fault. It's your fault and Randall's fault, okay? And, you know what I mean? It's even more so your fault, because you just put fuel on the fire. No, I'm not gonna even say that, because it's not more so her fault. But I think that Brad he's angry, but I think that the stuff that she said to him, like, you don't tell your husband, yeah, he was bigger than you. Yeah, I enjoyed having sex with him. I don't care if he asked you those questions, girl, that's why you lied. Like, and so, like, he's got all of this rage in him. Like, you know what I mean? So it's not all Randall's fault. It's your fault and it's Randall's fault. You need to figure out how you can fix stuff on your end. And understand, you don't need to be talking to Randall. You do need to stay away from him. But you don't need to be making this man feel like he just ruined your life. You ruined your own life. He ruined his own life. And that's the way it ends. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? Don't jump your ass up in the pan and then scream, ouch, when the grease starts to warm up and pop your ass, okay? You can't do that. You can't. Anyways, that was the end of the episode. That was the end of the episode. The episode gets me worked up. This show has me like worked up every time I watch it. It's just like, I be like in front of the TV like, oh my God, really? stop it, ooh, ooh, ooh. And just like with Kelly and her boyfriend, like, you know, we'll see them. I guess he was in last week's episode talking about he loved her, and you know, and then his mama, here come his mama coming up in there, Jasmine guy, and talking about she want her back with her son and stuff. I'm like, y'all quit jerking this girl around. Anyway, so next week looks like it's gonna be, you know, some more of the same. Looks like Natalie and Lucian, you might see a little bit more of their little love story next week, but that's it for If Loving You Is Wrong, season 2, episode number 4. So that's my little 2 cents on everything that's going on. I'm gonna come back with another blog soon, probably today, about the Real Housewives of New York, because the B is back and I'm excited. I watched it even when Bethany wasn't still on there. I'm a big fan of all the Housewives franchises. I think you guys know that. So yeah, so episode 2 came on last night. So I watched it, so I'm gonna go take some notes and then I'll be back and do a vlog on that soon. Anyways, until next time, stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel's Just Saying.